How y'all doing? I'm already knowing.
GG, in the back.
Yes, sir.
Not sure you've seen. A couple times the last couple weeks, some of your post-game quotes have picked up a lot of traction on social media. A lot of people think that you're quite funny.
Yes, sir.
The team's also you've talked about how there's some maturity and growing up for you to do. I'm curious, have you had conversations or maybe just thoughts with yourself about growing up and maturing like a pro, but also kind of keeping that fun-loving, genuine nature that you have so that you don't lose that side of you and staying true to yourself?
Yes, sir. Jaron actually, multiple times in the locker room, he was like, bro, when you're 21, bro, you're going to look back at yourself and like, bro, I was stupid. And, like, different other people in the locker room, like, they tell me, like, nah, you got to keep the way you act. And I'm personally a believer of that. Like, when I was a kid, I used to say, like, once a kid, always a kid. But obviously, like, not literally. But, yeah, I hope I can keep this joy that I have.
GG, from draft night to now, so much has happened, especially when it comes to your playing time and the way the direction the team went. I'm wondering if you've had a chance to soak it all in, what this year has been like for you, and what you've thought of your first year in the NBA.
You know, as the pastor say, when I think of the goodness of Jesus and all, that he's done for me, my soul just cries out. Last night, it was definitely some emotions when I got home. Kind of like one of the best stories, of my life, because I feel like no point in your life ends as part of your story. So, but this has definitely opened up a new chapter, and we got to begin, the next story. And I'm just grateful for every opportunity, definitely to Zach for believing in me. I was crying to him I still remember that phone call when I got it on draft night. I told him, I was like, I promise you I'm not going to let you down. You did not make the wrong pick. And, luckily God moved through me, and it showed out there on the court. But now this is where the real work begins because, all the stars are coming back and stuff. So I got to find, where exactly do I fit. I believe that I can fit for sure, but how can I affect winning at the best way possible?
GG in the back. Kind of going off of that, it's been a whirlwind season for you. Is there any point in the season before the end that you were able to kind of take it all in a sense where it kind of became real that I'm getting buckets on an NBA floor against some of the best players out there? Maybe like a phone call with your mom or something?
It was a few weeks ago actually. I got a text on my phone, and it was like, hey, it's K Mid, looking forward to, building a relationship with you and stuff. And I was like, K Mid. And I was like, that's Chris Middleton. Like, I have guys like that in my phone now, which is crazy. So Chris Middleton, if you seeing this, like, I'm gonna be aggravating you a little bit. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I have that access now, and I'm just gonna try to take full advantage. And yeah, that's pretty much it on that.
GG, to that same point, there was a video that went viral when you did your pregame workout, came back out and sat down and watched Giannis go through his whole process. How many guys have you sort of, kind of evaluated like that in those moments? And then secondly, how much, now that you, Vince, and some of that second unit guys have used this, how much hell are you guys going to give the starters in the workouts, going into next season?
Oh, I'll answer that second part first. We had some of our exit interviews with different people in the organization, and one of mine was with Anthony Carter, my shooting coach, and he was like, when we start open runs and all that stuff, he was like, nah, like, you're going to be guarding the best, like, dudes in there, so I'm going to have to, make Ja work after it. Obviously, he's going to be Ja, but I'm definitely going to give Dez a run for his money for sure. Foul him a lot, get him mad and stuff. But, yeah, it's going to be fun this summer. And I feel like the guys and us, we're definitely looking forward to it. The competitive aspect of going against each other to make each other better. But, also going out there and knowing that we can win a lot. So. Right. I've only got to catch Kawhi, a little bit of PGs, Dames, Giannis, and Brandon Ingram, because he was on the same. I think he was on the same time as I was on. And just how serious there are, you know, like it's literally like just them and the basketball, and you know they get their rhythm, and it's no shot that they wouldn't take in game, especially with Kawhi. His is unbelievable. Um, Obviously, you know, rarely misses and stuff, but literally replicates what he does in his pregame and game. It was some of the moves he did in the mid range that he hit in the mid range. I'm like, dang, like I just saw that like 30 minutes ago, and hopefully, like every player aspires to get to that level. You know, where I don't want to say it's easy for him, but like kind of is easy for him if he can do that in his pregame, and that's just like a warm up because he knows he's gonna do it in game. I feel like every player should want to get to that level.
GG, obviously going back to a previous question, when you get Chris Middleton that texts you and you figure out that, John Moran is going to be your teammate along with the Derrick Rose, an NBA legend himself, what's that like to kind of, be a sponge? You've always said that you want to be a sponge, especially in the locker room. And the second part of that, what do you think you're going to work on in the off season, and is Summer League and play for you?
With having those guys around me, especially when it first started, I didn't know like what to do. When I first saw D Rose, I called him sir, and he got mad at me. He told me, he was like, "Bro, I'm your teammate now. We colleagues and stuff." But he's been super super cool, very very helpful, and definitely with Ja, being a South Carolina guy, we got some family ties as well. He brought me in like I was family immediately, and same goes for like every guy that's like that guy in the locker room and stuff. It's truly been an amazing experience, and like I don't necessarily like always like ask them questions, but like if they talking, like I got my ear open. It may look like I'm on my phone, but I want to know. They may be talking about business. How do I maneuver and different things like that. So it's always good to have those guys around. And this off season, definitely consistency with my shot, because I feel like I've shown that I can shoot the ball, but when it's off, like it's off. So I got to work on, getting it somewhere consistent. And really my defense, because I know that's how I'm going to stay on the floor next year a lot. Because, with those high caliber guys coming, they're obviously going to work on defense, but, we need them to put the ball in the basket for us. So, that load definitely is going to fall on me and Vince for sure. And I want to try to add a floater into my game, because like bigs that high center, but they drop fast. So as soon as you get past the free throw line, if you can just get a soft touch, I feel like that would be very very good. And corner threes is big. And Summer League definitely in play. I've hopefully I stressed to them enough. I really want to play in Summer League. So.
Hi, Gigi.
How you doing?
According to TJ, you are playing in Summer League, because I did ask. Watching your trajectory over the last year, just from draft night to Summer League, playing with the hustle, to just getting a big run with the team towards the end of the season, you have made so much growth. It has been such a joy to watch, and you have been one of the brightest spots this season, in a season that hasn't had a whole lot. Do you have any hopes on kind of staying in that role, and how your role will be with the team moving forward?
Most definitely. I feel like during the game, if they see me catch fire, then I've heard Ja likes to give the ball to the guys who's making shots. So he'll look out and different things like that. But I'm more so focused on making sure that they know that they hold me accountable, but like I'm giving them like the feedback and how I bounce back and different things, and showing them that they can count on me and stuff. And that'll be big with building chemistry. So over the summer, it's going to be huge for sure. And yeah.
I think we're all going to keep an eye on you this summer very closely. I'm really looking forward to Summer League. So
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Speaking of the summer, since you got a lot of names in your books, how you going to prioritize what run game you do, what games you do in Memphis, and also valuing that, because the biggest growth between first year and second year is the Summer League. So how you going to balance your summer, and what's important and what's not important as far as to get you better as a player?
The lovely people in this organization, they already have it mapped out for all of us individually. And I believe we get 3 weeks off. Yeah, 3 weeks off, and then I'm gonna be back here the entire time. And Coach AC, he stressed to me, it's gonna be hard, but don't look at it as punishment. It's only like 2 hours every day out of your day that's gonna hurt, and that's not bad at all for me. And for summer league is definitely important for sure, because the things you worked on in the summer, you probably get to show it off a lot. But I'm really looking forward to the open runs that we have here in the facility, because this past season, the open runs, I came into, trying to strut my stuff. Like, I can score a little bit. I got some highlights here and there and stuff. But, Josh, being the general on the floor, everything you seen everybody, like, go by his command and stuff. And then you got Dez hitting every shot. And then it's like, dang, Jaren's in the paint. Now I can't get no layups and stuff. And it really brought me down to, like, a low part. But, this summer I'm on that for sure with those guys. Yeah.
GG, two quick ones.
Yes, sir.
You were the man for a large stretch down at the end of the season because of all the injuries. Next season, assuming everyone's healthy, your role might change a little bit. Have you thought about that and the fact that you might not get as many shots and that your role might evolve? And what do you have in mind as far as adapting to that?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely see that I can be like, hopefully an elite two-way player. But for right now, we can just say a two-way player. And less shots for sure, but I feel like I've shown a little bit earlier in the season, like with on 9 shot attempts, out of those 5, they happen to be all threes, and I get some free throws here and there. So, the offensive side won't be a problem at all, especially because, Jock will find you, like, anywhere. His vision is unmatched for sure. And then if I keep crashing the glass and different things like that, but more so I got to be a pest on defense.
Sorry, I wanted to ask about.
Go ahead.
You talked yesterday post-game about your frame and building up the lower body for the foundation for the upper body. And a lot of people have brought up your frame. Have you thought about what a summer in the gym, lifting and eating a bunch of chicken and rice, what your body might look like when you come back in the fall?
Yes, sir. We're going to try to get, about 7 to 10 pounds. That's also going to be very, very important. And it's going to be a challenge and a test. But it's nothing that I can't do. And I'm looking forward to it because I used to get picked on when I was younger that my shoulders sit up high. I always look like I'm shrugging. So hopefully if I put some muscle on there, it'll look better.
When we talked to Dez earlier, we asked him about you, and he said if you'd have had the opportunity to play, the minutes you were getting the whole season, you probably would have been first team all-rookie. What does it mean to you to have some of those guys instill or have so much confidence in the game that you put forth and in what you can add to their game moving forward?
I feel like it shows, how they're wanting to be on the floor with me. And, I'm pretty sure they know that I want to be on the floor with them as well. But that also, boosts my confidence, not ego-wise, but, to know that these guys are comfortable with me out there and they know that I'm comfortable on the floor. And I feel like that's huge, especially when you want to play together. You got to make sure everybody's on one accord. So if we can continue to build our relationship on and off the court, I feel like the sky's the limit. Yes, ma'am. Thank y'all.